Hello, my YouTube friends. I haven't been on here for a while. Basically, what I want to do today is talk briefly about what the new voices will sound like when they appear on Weather Radio Canada. For those who don't know, Weather Radio Canada currently uses a software called Avipads, and it uses the voices of live people. In particular, Steve Eddy for English and Francois Jacquet for French. And the IDs could be anybody who worked at Weather Canada um, in the past, I don't know, in the past 10, 12 years or so. Somewhere around there. Most have retired, most haven't. Um, in recent years, there are new voices coming up, which are all computerized voices, based on people, but I don't know all of them. The one I do know is Tom. Tom is a male voice who is based on a guy named Tom Glenn, who is a singer, songwriter from Boston, Massachusetts. And you can find his music on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music, whatever. It's not bad if you like that kind of music. Um, Preferably, I prefer bands like Slipknot, Korn, Disturbed, that kind of stuff. Although I can tolerate singer-songwriter music from time to time. But anyway, he's the voice you also heard on NOA Weather Radio for a number of years until 2016, and under the old name escapes me now, but the old software they had, along with Donna and Javier. Neither of those two will be on the network, by the way, just Tom, and the newer version of Tom, which sounds like this. If I can get it here, and you'll hear Ava as well in a second.
Speaking with work blank activity.
Gordy, my friend.
And yeah, that's Tom saying
1:23 p.m.
the time here in Toronto. And I gotta find an example here.
1:24 p.m.
Thank you, Tom.
Weather alerts folder. Open Meteo.
There we go.
Settings.
And we will just do that. And what I'm going to do is have it play a bit of the Meteo app, and you will hear what Tom will sound like, sort of, when he becomes the new voice on Weather Radio Canada, whenever that is. I'm not going to comment any more about it, but anyway, here's what it'll kind of sound like.
Setting. Done. Settings. Done. Button.
Oops.
Toronto Island. Sunny. -1 degree Celsius. Feels like -5. Wind. SW 9 kilometers/h. Pressure 103.1 kilopascal. Visibility 16 kilometers. Humidity 41%. Dew point -13.10 degrees Celsius. Normals 3 degrees Celsius upwards arrow leftwards of downwards arrow -5 degrees Celsius. Yesterday 0 degrees Celsius upwards arrow leftwards of downwards arrow -7 degrees Celsius. Yesterday 0.0 millimeters.
Okay, that's Tom. And the other English-speaking voice you'll hear is Ava. And Ava sounds like...
No activity selected. Headings.
Yeah, much more smoother, much more female. And I'll let Ava do the same thing Tom did.
Sunny. -1 degree Celsius. Feels like -5. Wind. SW 9 kilometers/h. Pressure 103.1 kilopascal. Visibility 16 kilometers. Humidity 41%. Dew point -13.10 degrees Celsius. Normals 3 degrees Celsius upwards arrow leftwards of downwards arrow -5 degrees Celsius. Yesterday 0 degrees Celsius upwards arrow leftwards of downwards arrow -7 degrees Celsius. Yesterday 0.0 millimeters.
Now, I apologize in advance for the voice sounding maybe tinny. It's not the best representation of what these voices will sound like, but you'll get an idea. That's the whole idea behind this post, or this video, is to give you an idea of what it sounds like, what they will sound like, rather, on Weatheradio Canada when they become, the dominant voices. And both of these voices are all voices we hear on our iPhones. iPhone SE, iPhone 12, iPhone 11, iPhone 10 to iPhone 7. And even before then, as long as you have iOS 10 or later. I'm not going to get into that now, but if you want to know about that, just comment and I will explain how I do this. As I am blind, and some of you know that I'm blind and you know how I do it, but others may not. And of course, if you want to comment on either the YouTube music or on YouTube or on any of the Facebook groups that I post this to, by all means, ask away and I will explain. Now, besides the two English-speaking voices, we have two French-speaking voices, and
Mateo settings done.
Let's do this here.
Done.
Let's go to
temperature. Select degree. Length. Auto. Select FR. Select
FR
F done.
for French.
Dismiss.
Okay.
Toronto Island. Active language. Activities.
Let's go.
Activity 30.
Let's go to Chantal.
Headings.
As she says, Eddings. Anyway, Chantal is the female-speaking voice for French, and you may have heard her on other videos sampling the new voices along with Tom. So let's give her a go. Let's see what she sounds like when she says the.
Toronto Island.
Here we go.
Ensoleillé, -1 degré C, ressenti, -5, vent, saut 9 km/h. Pression, 103,1 kPa, visibilité, 16 km, humidité, 41 pers, point de rosée, -13, 1 degré C, normal, 3 degrés C, poirara ou liftoire of de Noirara, 5 degrés C, hier, 0 degrés C, poirara ou liftoire of de Noirara, -7 degrés C, hier, 0.0 mm.
Here's a better idea with Chantal and Nicholas. I'll let them do the forecast. Now, it's not going to sound the same as you can hear on Weatheradio Canada, but, again, just getting an idea. All right? Here we go.
Aujourd'hui, 1 degré C, 0 pers, ensoleillé. Vent jusqu'à 15 km/h. Maximum +1. Refroidissement éolien -6 ce matin. Indice UV de 3 ou modéré. Ce soir et cette nuit, -9 degrés C, 0 pers, dégagé. Vent jusqu'à 15 km/h. Minimum -9.
You get the idea with her. Okay, that's Chantal.
Lundi, ce soir et aujourd'hui.
Let's go back to.
Activity.
Okay, let's go to the next voice, which is Nicholas.
Activity 31. Headings.
Eddings. Okay, there we go. Now I'll let Nicholas read the same thing I had Chantal read, not the weather conditions, but the forecasts. So here we go.
Aujourd'hui, 1 degré C, 0 pers. Ensoleillé. Vent jusqu'à 15 km/h, maximum +1. Refroidissement éolien -6 ce matin. Indice UV de 3 ou modéré. Ce soir et cette nuit, -9 degrés C, 0 pers. Dégagé. Vent jusqu'à 15 km/h, minimum -9. Refroidissement éolien -3 ce soir et -12 au cours de la nuit. Lundi, 8 mars.
Why is Nicholas sounding like 0 pers?
Alternance de
That's
soleil
not
et de
right.
nuages.
It's supposed to. He's supposed to.
Météo.
He's supposed to say 0%, or same with Chantal, 0%. Anyway, there you go. That's the idea behind those voices. All four of them are on iPhones, and all four of them are probably the licensed to Apple. Well, they are licensed to Apple, but they're also nuanced voices now. And I don't know where they originated from necessarily, but there they are. Now you have an idea what they sound like. But on your weather radio, you'll hear it in a sort of phone quality style of type of voice, with the nasally type of a tinny quality. And I apologize for the sound quality for this, but I wanted to let you hear what the voices sounded like on my iPhone 8, as opposed to letting you hear what they sound like through potential YouTube videos, which is kind of redundant. So there you go. I'm not going to play Steve or Francois because I don't have those voices as they are in real life, and the only way I have them is through the weather radio. So there you go. That's what the voices sound like, and I apologize for my finger being in the way because I just have a bad habit of holding my phone like that. I haven't really done that many YouTube videos, so there you go. All right. That's it for today, and hope you enjoyed the video. And if not, if you do have questions, ask away, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Alrighty. Bye.